It's your boy Zap King of the Giant Robots, and this is your tactical forecast for July 2024. Recorded in the opening hours of Summer Games Done Quick. Also 2024. Not that I need to say that, I'm saying hello. This is your monthly update video wherein I rant and rave about my plans for the month, maybe plans for the next month, maybe plans for the past month. Really and truly, I don't script these things, so it's me ranting and raving, trying to keep my head and wits about me as I share with you the schedule for this month. Hey, with that you actually get to see up close and personal the full size of the muted avatar. The program I guess the interface I use for getting this on screen, Fuji Tech or Fugi Tech, I don't know, decided sometime in April to incorporate a special muted state so viewers would know that the broadcaster was muted and not simply being quiet. Because sometimes you mute yourself and you don't know, or you forget you did. So last month, I decided, as I started a new Let's Play, to prematurely change up the assets, the channel icon, ergo the Neon Ace logo, the background that is visible during games that are 4x3 or not your standard 16x9, stuff you can see on the YouTube and the Twitch channel, all those images updated. One, because I felt the background that I was using was just way too loud. You can see when I did go through and change it because it is visible during the first 4 episodes of Super Robot Wars OG. But then come after that for OGs, it has been changed. So, let us get on with the plan. Tactics Ogre Reborn hit an ending last month, and it is going on hold until Iuden Chronicle is finished, and then things will switch around. I will reformat the schedule so that Super Robot Wars will take the primary spot and Tactics Ogre will retake its place on the weekend. That said, every Monday through Thursday at noon will be Iuden Chronicle, the 100 Heroes. I wish people could just enjoy things. I'm enjoying it greatly. I'm having a good time. I wish I could spend more time recording it, doing some of the weird stuff on camera as opposed to off. But I also realize that, like, when your instincts are to do every little thing because that's what you want to do, and then doing some of those things is incredibly boring and tedious, you don't want to put that on screen. Things like fishing or repeatedly going in and out of towns and item shops to get the rare finds in item shops. Kind of not fun to watch, especially when you don't have anyone actually watching the stream. Because sometimes I stream to an audience of me. It's just the time of day that happens. I'm not crying, I'm making a statement. Going forward, coming up on this next weekend, the 5th, 6th, and 7th, is actually not OG1, it's Original Generations, the English translation patch on the PlayStation 2. This past weekend, or yesterday as it were, was in fact Original Generation, the first on Game Boy Advance. the bit here is that last month, the expectation with Giant Robot FM was that we would be recording our podcast episodes at the ass end of June or early July. And as I recall, it was very shortly after my assumption as such that it was requested we push back to the later end of July so that the episodes would come up at the beginning of August. Whatever that exact date is, I fathom episodes. Oh, no. I don't need to fathom. I can give you a matter of fact if I just go back and check the chats with them boys. As I actively do this in real time, that's not the chat I'm looking for. It would be the one with all three of them. Oh, there it goes. So we should be recording sometime this week, it appears. So yeah, I've at least had a chance to familiarize myself. That was the whole point. Was alternate OG1 and original generation to refamiliarize myself with the beginnings of those stories. I will have to take a moment on my next day off to watch the OVA again. I will ask if I can host that somewhere, you know, share my screen because I have the DVDs. In any case, right, the point being, on the weekends, for this month and until the end of the month, I don't know exactly what point I will decide. Hopefully sooner than later. OG1 and OGs will be alternating on the weekends at noon, at 12 p.m. So this coming weekend will be Generations. The next weekend will be OG1. Thus covers our main games for the month. Our side games. Bird, a flightless bird, and I have resumed recording and progressing Covenant of the Plume. I believe here on the 3rd, on his channel, will be the last episode of our True Path, regular story mode, the True Path. And so starting on the 5th, every other day at 3 p.m. will be coverage of the Seraphic Gate. We're getting about 3 to 4 battles per episode. So that'll probably go on for about 5 to 7. I'm not doing any math off the top of my head. So that just so happens that'll be on odd numbered days, 3 p.m. Covenant of the Plume. The Zeta numbers in our 3rd archipelago, Legacy of the Ancient Yoshi, will be going every day on even numbered days at 3 p.m. also as well. That has been fully recorded and done, and the last episode goes live on the 16th for the last leg of my efforts. A Flightless Bird will be the co-host and navigator, as well as we so happened to have an Ancient Cave speedrunner in the chat while I was streaming. He did miss the ending, but shout outs to them. I have all of their data, I think, on the last episode. They definitely get big, blatant, obvious shout outs because they did provide very much good and technical data that helped me get through the end faster. And lastly, Multifarm, myself and Steve of the Zeta Numbers of Super Retro Theater. We continue to upload episodes every other day, every odd-numbered day at 8 p.m. until we finish the game. Steve has expressed interest in wanting to play other multiplayer games together after the fact. I'm not sure what that will be. Maybe I'll talk him into Planet Crafter. Maybe he'll talk me into Factorio. I don't know. So... oh, I created a thing for when I'm just talking about stuff. Bam! The @guy spray. So, what was it? No, that was actually probably very old. No, that is old. I just wish that... okay, here we go. We're delaying the start of the Super Robot Wars OG animation coverage a month. Okay, in the last state machine that Giant Robot FM had done, which I think every other month they do a little update on what they're doing, I get the feeling that Steven Hero and PMC requested more time, maybe to finish the game? Steven Hero had approached me at one point saying that he was stuck and wasn't privy to pilot skills and how exactly those worked. Next State Machine presentation will happen later in the summer, in late July or early August. So, yeah. I have this month to refamiliarize myself. It's closer to the end of the month. I will probably, once I have a more concrete date of recording, figure out when I need to rewatch Super Robot Wars Original Generation, the animation, the 3-episode OVA that predates the 2 full anime series, blah blah blah. I'm doing good. There was once upon a time where I felt overwhelmed and like kind of felt like I was struggling to do 2 videos a day, and it has never truly been my plan to be consistently doing 2, sometimes 3 videos a day. I don't manage my time on my regular recordings very well, clearly, but by some bizarre miracle, I have managed to take time from my days off to do big recording chunks of stuff like our Archipelagos, Stardew with Steve. I can get multiple episodes out of a session at the cost of not quite being at the 2-week threshold that I would prefer, but even though I am, at this very minute, day of recording, Sunday, I am 1, 2, 3, 4, I am 4 videos behind on my regular noon o'clock uploads. But I have the entirety of all of my side of the archipelago recorded and uploaded. I have an additional 2 weeks of Multi-Farm recorded and 3 more episodes that I haven't even uploaded yet. Bird and I usually on our weekends together, in our little 2-hour time frame that we get to record, I get to put in like 1, sometimes 2 videos at about an hour long. But that comes at the cost of just not having time for anything else. Not having time to keep up with the anime I want to keep up with. Not having time to build the ever-increasing rise of giant robot models. I probably need some kind tyrant to help me manage my time. Like, it is this time, you stop now, or you are home now, stop doom scrolling YouTube shorts and Facebook videos for the lulz and the hilarity, and be productive. Because I realize I lose half an hour at a time doing that. And I don't know where I got the term doom scrolling from, but I'm just like, alright, here's another funny Facebook video, another one, another one, another one. And before you know it, you've been sitting in your car for 45 minutes staring at your phone. I just need better time management, but I've been saying this for years and done nil to nothing to solve for X. That said, enough rambling. Let's do one more consistent rundown of the schedule before we see you in the next stream. Every Monday through Thursday at noon, Ayuden Chronicle the 100 Heroes. We'll go until the end, and then a schedule change will occur, whenever that may be. On the weekends, alternating weekends, we have Super Robot Wars Original Generation, Game Boy Advance, the original Atlas translation, as well as Original Generations on the PlayStation 2, the fan translation, alternating weekends at noon. On odd-numbered days, starting on the 5th, Covenant of the Plume will return to my channel. Uploads will occur at 3 p.m. If you want to see Bird's side of the playthrough, you can just go to the full playlist, wherein his videos are added to the playlist in order. So when you see my videos stop at 20 and then pick back up on 48, that's why, because he is filling that gap of 21 through 46, at least on my side. On even-numbered days at 3 p.m., the third Archipelago series, The Legacies of Ancient Yoshi with the Zeta numbers, Super Retro Theater, and Bring Sabity, 3 p.m., even-numbered days. Back on odd-numbered days, myself and Steve continue to multi-farm. Yes, I'm a cheater. I don't care. This is how I enjoy the game, by ensuring I don't miss things. If you would like to participate in this channel's growth, tell your like-minded friends and associates, family members, and other related kinfolk to check out my content. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Number go up, make Zappa feel good. If you would like to participate in yelling and screaming at me or at the hype of various giant robot antics, you can see me infrequently live at twitch.tv/ace_Zappa, wherein I stream for anywhere from 1 to 3 hours, sometimes a 5-hour marathon, giving my body's tolerance to stay awake. I play video games, I take breaks, we hang out, we chill, we do robots, we do RPGs, we do all sorts of stuff. So, subscribe, like, share, tell your people, check me out on Twitch. This is how you can help me increase number. As of recording, the channel is kind of like, not that I'm crying, again, simply stating that growth is kind of slowed down. Yeah, the growth is kind of slowed down. There was a time when I was getting 1 subscriber a day, but you know, there was a good stretch, no new subscribers. We hit a peak. We're at 688. I would like to hit 700 in July. That would be neat. And it is you, the people, that can get me there. But all my ranting and reveling. What is reveling? You know what? Maybe I need to go take a nap. I thank y'all for watching. Good night, Space Noise.
All combat is over. Now that you've tasted victory, I'm sure you'll be back.